For years, people believed the stomach was only responsible for digesting food. But modern science has discovered something far more shocking. Your gut may influence almost everything about you: your energy, your mood, your cravings, your immune system, your sleep, your focus, and even your mental health. And once researchers started understanding how powerful the gut really is, the entire conversation around health began to change. Because the truth is, many people are trying to fix problems in the wrong place. They blame low energy on laziness. They blame brain fog on lack of motivation. They blame mood swings on personality. They blame constant exhaustion on getting older. But in many cases, the real issue may be happening deep inside the digestive system. That's why gut health has become one of the biggest topics in modern science and health research. Experts now understand that the gut is not just connected to the brain, it constantly communicates with it. This connection is called the gut-brain axis. And honestly, it changes everything. Inside your digestive system live trillions of bacteria, known as the gut microbiome. Some of these bacteria support your health, while others can contribute to inflammation and imbalance when they grow out of control. What scientists discovered is that these bacteria don't just help digest food. They influence huge systems throughout the entire body. Your gut helps regulate immunity. It affects inflammation. It impacts metabolism. It influences hormones. And incredibly, it even affects neurotransmitters linked to mood and emotions. In fact, a large amount of serotonin, often called the feel-good chemical, is connected to the gut. That means the condition of your digestive system may directly affect how you feel mentally and emotionally. And suddenly, many modern problems start making more sense. Sometimes the body is reacting to imbalance inside the gut itself. The scary part is that modern lifestyles quietly damage gut health every single day. Ultra-processed foods, excess sugar, chronic stress, lack of sleep, alcohol, antibiotics, constant overeating, low fiber intake. All of these can negatively affect the balance of bacteria living inside the digestive system. And because most people never think about their gut until they experience pain or serious discomfort, the damage slowly builds in the background for years. One of the biggest problems is that modern diets are filled with foods that feed unhealthy bacteria while starving the beneficial ones. Many processed foods are designed for taste and convenience, not long-term health. They're often low in fiber and packed with artificial ingredients, added sugars, and chemicals the human body never evolved to handle in massive amounts. Meanwhile, the beneficial bacteria in your gut thrive on things many people barely eat anymore: fiber-rich vegetables, fruits, legumes, whole foods, and fermented foods. That imbalance matters more than most people realize. Because your gut bacteria influence how efficiently your body functions every single day. Researchers have even found links between gut health and conditions involving inflammation, obesity, mental health, and immune system function. The gut is now considered one of the most important systems affecting overall health. And perhaps the most surprising part is this: stress can damage your gut too. Most people think stress exists only in the mind, but the body experiences stress physically. Chronic stress affects digestion, inflammation, hormones, and even the balance of bacteria inside the gut. That's why people often experience stomach problems during periods of anxiety or emotional pressure. The gut and brain constantly affect each other. A stressed mind can disrupt digestion. An unhealthy gut can affect mood and energy. It's a two-way relationship. Another thing scientists discovered is how strongly gut health affects the immune system. A huge portion of the body's immune activity is connected to the digestive system. That means when gut health suffers, the body may become more vulnerable to inflammation and illness over time. And honestly, this explains why many people feel off all the time without understanding why. They're tired constantly. They crave sugar constantly. Their digestion feels uncomfortable. Their energy crashes every afternoon. Their focus disappears. Their sleep quality suffers. Then they try solving the symptoms individually instead of improving the system underneath them. That's why the conversation around health is changing. People are starting to realize the body works as a connected system, not isolated parts. What happens in the gut affects the brain. What happens in the brain affects the gut. Sleep affects both. Stress affects both. Food affects both. Everything is connected. One of the biggest gut health secrets experts now emphasize is fiber. Not expensive supplements. Not miracle detox drinks. Fiber. Most people consume far less fiber than their body actually needs. Yet fiber feeds beneficial gut bacteria and supports digestion, blood sugar balance, and overall gut function. Vegetables, beans, fruits, oats, nuts, and seeds all help nourish the microbiome in ways heavily processed foods cannot. And what's interesting is that many of the healthiest long-living populations naturally consume high-fiber diets without obsessing over trendy health products. Another major factor is diversity. The gut microbiome thrives when people consume a wide variety of whole foods instead of the same ultra-processed meals every day. Different plants support different beneficial bacteria. That's why experts often encourage eating a colorful variety of real foods rather than depending entirely on supplements. Fermented foods have also become a major topic in gut health research. Foods like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, and other fermented products contain beneficial bacteria that may help support the microbiome. But perhaps the biggest surprise is that improving gut health often improves things people never expected. Better energy, clearer thinking, more stable mood, reduced cravings, improved digestion, better focus, more stable hunger levels. Because when the gut functions better, the entire body often functions better too.